know I make them bitches hit the floor for keys. Yeah.
Travis got it here, and I'm back with some more boxing. Keith Thurman don't do himself no favors, man. He's calling Danny Garcia an elite amateur. This is the same Keith Thurman who took 8 years as a professional fighter to become a world champion. Danny Garcia became a world champion after 4 years of being a professional prize fighter. 4. It took Keith Thurman twice as long. Now let me get into Keith Thurman's statement real quick, because Keith Thurman, he was conducting himself like an elite amateur by as many fucking times as he was defending that interim title that he won that became a regular title. Keith Thurman said, if you look at my pro career, you can see a progression, whereas to me, he's an elite amateur that he has always been. I don't think his progression is as fast as mine, and I plan on proving that in the fight. Now, yo, man, I really just noticed this shit. I don't be out to get Keith, man, because you know what? Keith Thurman, I mean, he's an entertaining fighter. You know, he knock out a bunch of bums and shit. It's real entertaining. A lot of people like watching bums get knocked out. You know, and then they become a really big fan of the fighter that's knocking out the bums. You see what the guy at middleweight is doing? Looking spectacular, knocking out a bunch of bums. We don't hate him too much, right? Guy at heavyweight, he got a bunch of haters, but still, he got a lot of supporters too. That's knocking out a bunch of bums. He even got a name that say Bum Squad and shit like that. So, you know, I like knockouts and shit. Now, you said that Danny Garcia is an elite amateur, right? Y'all both turned pro the same year, around the same time. Look like the same fucking month. Damn. Okay. And then you beat Diego Chavez for that WBA interim title, right? We're talking about elite amateurs. Elite amateurs. You know, guys that don't win regular titles against champions and shit. It's not just given to them. You know, we talking about Keith one-time Thurman, the real deal champion and shit, right? The guy who's only a one-time world champion, but he didn't even defeat a world champion to win that motherfucking belt. You beat Diego Chavez, all right, to win that WBA interim title. You defended that fucking interim title. Let's see. 1, 2, 3 times before they gave you the regular title. You was just waiting to get promoted, huh? You didn't want to fight no fucking body, man. You didn't even want to fight David Avanesian, who you could have probably beat. I mean, this stretched over for years that I'm talking about, where he beat Diego Chavez for the interim title in 2013 in July. And then he wasn't even promoted to the motherfucking regular champion until 2015. Elite amateur? Sound like you a fucking elite amateur. It took you 8 years to be a fucking champion. And you still didn't even beat a fucking champion to get it. You beat over the hill Robert Guerrero. Same guy that Danny Garcia beat too. You know, so that's your best win. I don't know. You beat Sean Porter. So it depends on who you think is better. I think Sean Porter got more left. Before you fought Sean Porter, Robert Guerrero was your best win. But damn, you know, that's like after 8 years as a professional prize fighter. Sound like you a fucking elite amateur. Took you fucking 8 years just to beat a fucking talented lightweight. Because that's all Robert Guerrero really is. Never really done much at welterweight anyways. He beat Berto. I punched him in the back of the fucking head. And I mean, Keith Thurman was calling out a lot of motherfuckers. He's calling out every fucking body. But then when he didn't get those fighters, he didn't fight nobody special. I mean, there's other fighters that you could fight, man. But, you know, you call out the top fighters, and really fighters that you know you ain't gonna get. And then anybody else, any tough fighters, nah, you know, I'm just go ahead and fight these over the hill flat-footed Hispanic fighters. That's what you like to do, right? You a fucking elite amateur and shit. There's so many fucking fighters that I could think of that it didn't take them 8 years. I mean, if you an A-level fighter, if you an elite professional fighter, And like you went undefeated all of that time, but damn, 8 years before you became a champion. There's so many fucking elite fighters that I can think of that it didn't take them 8 years to become a fucking world champion. I mean, you ain't got no fucking excuse, man. You got no fucking excuse. But Keith Thurman, this is the guy that y'all think is gonna beat Danny Garcia, man. The same motherfucker, one time world champion and shit. Same guy. He didn't want to fight a prospect and shit. Same guy who's getting rocked. You know what? While we at it, let's see where he got knocked down at. That's what I heard. He was down and shit. Who the fuck knocked him down? Oh, there we go. Damn. You got knocked down by a guy named Quandre Robertson in the first round. Guess what? That guy, his record was 15-9. You got knocked down by a guy with a record of 15-9 in the first round. I mean, look, okay, to Thurman's credit, he must have got pissed off because he came back and knocked that guy down in the first, second, and the third and KO'd him in the third round. But I'm just saying, that motherfucker took you off of your feet, bro. He was a fucking bum. Yeah, no, you were supposed to do him how you did him after you knocked him down. You that same guy, man. Damn, Keith. You know, if you getting dropped by bums and shit, no excuses, then yeah, no wonder you didn't want to fight Errol Spence. Because yeah, he was most likely going to knock you the fuck out. You know, a lot of these guys, these hype jobs, man, you know, they become... You know, we talk about them so much. They be around for so long. We start viewing them as elite fighters. But really, Keith Thurman is just a hype job. That's it. He's a hype job. I mean, you can't think of too many, like, elite fighters that was at their best that he beat. I mean, shit, you ain't get this guy in the ring while you ain't go and fight this other guy. I'm just saying, man. There's too many question marks with these guys, man. Excuses why you not fighting certain guys and shit. Fuck all that, man. You the fucking elite amateur. Took you fucking 8 years and shit. You undefeated prospect coming up and shit. And it took you 8 years to become a world champion, man. That's fucking pathetic. You know, honestly, when you think about it, man, think about all of these guys. I mean, you wanted to fight Floyd. Floyd was a champion after his first year as a pro. What the fuck is your problem? What took you 8 years? Because you was ducking motherfuckers, man. Trying to pick and choose who the fuck you wanted to fight and who the fuck you didn't want to fight. Just be honest, man. Keep it real. You a hype job. You knew your abilities. You knew you wanted to keep this KOs for life shit going. And in order for you to keep that KOs for life shit going, you have to be careful what type of motherfuckers that you fight. Because, hey, you might fight the wrong motherfucker and get your ass whooped. That's what happened. And that's why it took you so fucking long to win a fucking world title. And you didn't even win the fucking world title. It was given to you. Just like going into this Danny Garcia fight. They promoted this dude to the super champion, the WBA super champion. They just gave it to you. Just like they gave it to you going into the Robert Guerrero fight. Just don't make this motherfucker work for shit. They let him make an excuse to get out of the David Navadesian fight where he could have earned the right to be the fucking super champion. But no. He gonna make an excuse. Oh yeah, I got a cut in the Sean Porter fight months ago. I'm gonna take the rest of the year off. And then he starts saying, hey, I might not even fight my mandatory. And he was right. He wasn't even fucking lying. He just went straight into the Danny Garcia fight and was given the fucking super champion and shit. One-time world champion. You better hope and pray that you win this fucking Danny Garcia fight. You better pray. It might not even come though. We're gonna see Keith Thurman exposed in this fight. You're gonna lose, man. Damn, Keith. You gonna be losing it. You losing the cherry pickers now? I'm telling you, man, I wanna see you go and make that Lamont Peterson fight after you lose to Danny Garcia. That's another title shot right there. You could possibly become a 2-time world champion. Hey, you'd be just getting your belt back, your old belt. But still, you gotta do something after losing to Cherry Garcia, the guy with the better resume that you called a cherry picker, the guy with the more experience that you call it a cherry picker, the guy who became a world champion in 4 years compared to your 8, but you did it to yourself. being inactive and fighting once a year and all of this bullshit. So after you lose this motherfucking fight to Danny Garcia, you might as well go ahead and give it a shot. See what you can do against Lamar Peterson. That shit ain't gonna work out for you either. But at least you'll have a shot. I'm Travis Gotti. Thank you for tuning in to Travis Gotti Boxing. Subscribe.
I gotta quit fucking with you. I gotta quit fucking with you.